everyone this evening. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Brenda. Absolutely. You're absolutely right. The names and the locations were just rolling in, rolling in. You're right. Georgia, Canada, Ontario. We got Kunal from India. All right. There we go. Beautiful. Got Norma from Florida. Awesome. Welcome. Edmund from Philly, near Philly. Beautiful. Welcome. Australia's in the house. Quebec, Canada. We got a lot of folks from Canada too. I'm seeing
We
this.
sure do. Yeah.
Yeah. Greetings from St. Lucia. Alvin from Alabama again. Awesome. Well, we just want to, welcome everyone to the Veritas Vault overview and update call tonight on this beautiful Monday. And I know for some of you, you're joining us, it's early morning across the globe. Welcome. My name is Dr. Steve, for the one who don't know me, and I'll be hosting our call tonight. Once again, I just want to say welcome to all our founding members, all our leaders, all our new members. This week has just been amazing. Over the weekend and last week, we've had so many new members that have joined Veritas Vault from around the globe, and it's so exciting to see, just how this community is being built. And if you are a guest with us tonight, definitely a big welcome to you. You are here because someone invited you to come and hear about this phenomenal Veritas Vault. What are we about? And I'm going to share that with you. I see India's in the house. Welcome, welcome. All right. By the sea in California, Chris, welcome. Got Trevor, Orlando, welcome. So, continue to share where you guys are joining from. It's always exciting to see, what part of the world folks are joining and the new members and the guests. Texas, welcome. So what I'm going to do, we're just going to greet for another minute or so. Cindy from Louisiana, welcome. And I'm going to play a short video, and then I'm going to go through a brief presentation. We're going to hear from an amazing individual. I'll introduce him. And then Mr. Nick Allen, our founder and lead developer, will be joining us for an amazing update. Of course, if you guys have been on the last update, for the ones who were there, it was really exciting to just hear some of the things that are on the horizon, some of the enhancement, the upgrades with Veritas Vault. It's just always when Nick get on these update call, it just seemed like, my gosh, you want to like start all over again, right? Because it's just so exciting. Michelle from Trinidad and Tobago, welcome. All right, Trinidad in the house. Colorado in the house. Welcome, Bill. Nice to see you. All right, and we got Felix from Maryland. Welcome, welcome. Vanessa, welcome. Okay, and then so I'm gonna go ahead and play the video because we know folks are coming in. We got about 235 right now, but I know how it is. It's at that time and you're rushing, trying to get kids fed, family fed, rushing in from work to get on the call. So I'm gonna play a video. We'll give folks time to come in, and then I'll jump right into it. So let me just share my screen. I'm gonna go here.
Hello, may I ask you a question? If there was a way to turn $1,000 into $50,000 or more, would you want to learn about it? And what if you could get paid 3 times a day without jumping through hoops to make it happen? Now, I know what you might be thinking. That sounds too good to be true. And I understand, but here's a better question. If something sounds too good to be true, is that really a reason not to explore it? The truth is, most people only encounter 2 or 3 truly life-changing financial opportunities in their entire lifetime. Could this be one of yours? Think about it. What if you had invested $1,000 in Apple, Amazon, or Walmart 10, 20 years ago? Your life would look very different today. Or take Bitcoin. Around 15 years ago, 1 Bitcoin cost about 10 cents. 10 years ago, it was around $350. Today, 1 Bitcoin is valued at over $100,000. Opportunities like that don't come around every day. Now, before I continue, let me be clear. We are not financial advisors, and this is not financial advice. Please make all of your financial decisions carefully and responsibly. That said, one proven way people have been earning with cryptocurrency is called staking. Staking simply means holding certain crypto tokens in a wallet and earning rewards daily, weekly, or monthly just for holding them. And the best part is, you can cash out anytime. There's no contract lock-in. This brings us to Veritas Vault. Veritas Vault is a blockchain-based platform that rewards participants who hold its token, VVA. Here's how it works. Every 8 hours, participants earn up to 0.44% on their stake, adding up to as much as 1.32% per day. So, for example, if you stake $100, you could earn about $1.32 per day. With $1,000, that's about $13.20 per day, and those earnings are paid in VVA tokens directly to your wallet. From there, you can take your earnings out or leave them in for automatic compounding. Albert Einstein once called compound interest the eighth wonder of the world, and that's exactly what's happening here. Your earnings are compounded daily, so your balance keeps growing automatically. And the technology behind this is a smart contract on the blockchain. And this is where auto-compounding kicks in. Think of it like home automation. Once it's programmed, it runs on its own. Just like a smart thermostat or an automated coffee maker, a smart contract executes its rules consistently, with no manual intervention. Once it's locked, this will protect everyone involved. Now, here's another question. Do you know anyone else who would like the same opportunity? Because in addition to daily staking rewards, Veritas Vault also offers referral rewards. For example, if you referred me, you would earn 18% of my profits. If I referred my brother, you would earn 13% of his profits, while I earn 18%. And this continues through 12 generations of referrals. The good news is you don't have to track the numbers. The smart contract handles it all automatically, and for those who enjoy building teams, there are additional bonuses you can qualify for as well. At the beginning, we talked about life-changing opportunities. For many people, Veritas Vault could be one of those rare chances. Whether you simply want to earn passive rewards every day, or you want to share this with others and build a community, there's a place for you here. Veritas Vault's auto-compounding system is a breakthrough in this industry designed for everyone, whether you're brand new to crypto or already experienced. Veritas Vault isn't just another program, it's a movement. A platform built on trust, transparency, and the power of blockchain. A system that pays you daily, opens doors for everyone new or experienced, and has the potential to change your financial future. If this resonates with you, we encourage you to get back to the person who introduced you to Veritas Vault and take a closer look. The future doesn't wait. Neither should you. Welcome to Veritas Vault.
Awesome, awesome. That was just amazing. So I just once again just want to welcome everyone to Veritas Vault overview. My name is Dr. Steve. I'll be hosting the webinar tonight. I just want to take time just to really thank everyone for being with us today. All our guests that's with us, welcome, welcome. You will see an opportunity that's just literally, I mean, scaling the earth. I mean, every country they're getting excited about Veritas Vault. I'm going to share with you today why that is. So Veritas Vault, it says here a smart contract for the people, but I really like to think about Veritas Vault really as opportunity to financial freedom, you know, because it truly is. That's what Veritas Vault is all about. It's about financial freedom for you and your family. And when you look at what we have to offer, you know, at Veritas Vault, it's a opportunity to where we're just a vehicle to your destiny. We like to look at it this way. Financial freedom is made available through the technology that I'm about to share with you. Now, many of you may be here because you've heard about, you know, this opportunity of earning 3 times a day working from home, or, you know, maybe you just want to learn more about cryptocurrency. The buzz is in the air about crypto, and you're hearing about staking, this new concept, and you just want to make, you know, just a little extra income per month. Well, and that's great because, you know, we offer something for everyone here at Veritas Vault. Now, you know, one of the things I will say is this, you know, at Veritas Vault, you know, providing financial freedom is the beginning. And just my opinion, but just about every why can be answered with financial freedom. And you guys will agree on that, because, you know, it takes money to survive on this earth. It takes money to do things and to truly enjoy financial freedom in the way, you know, life was meant to live. This is where Veritas Vault comes in and offering this opportunity. So, you know, whether it is that you have, you know, children going to college, or maybe it's just time to kick them out of the nest and, you know, get them into their own apartment. Look, it's going to take money, right? That's the reality of it. Or maybe the concept of being debt free. You know, we all think about that, just being debt free, you know, breaking those shackles from our ankle. You know, think about it for a second. You know, what would you do today if money was not an issue? You had all the money in the bank, right, that you would need to live on. What decisions would you be making today? See, this is the concept of being financially free, of truly being debt free. Okay, or maybe you just want to upgrade your home. Maybe get out of the apartment, or maybe you've outgrown your home. The family is grown. You need a larger home, right? Everyone why is different. So a big one for me is illness in the family because I've seen it with loved ones where the illness is so great that additional medical attention is needed and the insurance doesn't cover it. So guess what? It comes out your pocket, my pocket, the loved one's pocket, and that's a huge one. So think about if you had all the money in the world, again, you have choices. You could choose private doctors, you could choose better healthcare. These are the things that we think about of, financial freedom, or think about your why and what that looks like to you. So, and the reality is your financial freedom is truly determined by you and not us. What I'm going to do today is just show you a vehicle to get you there through Veritas Vault. Okay, so I'm going to share this. Just a quick disclaimer again, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not an attorney. I'm sharing with you, for informational purposes. I do encourage everyone, of course, to do their due diligence, do your research, and make sure Veritas Vault is the perfect match for you. So let's talk about the three P's, which builds any framework for any company. First is the product. Like I said, it says the smart contract technology, but truly, I like to look at Veritas Vault as as offering financial freedom made available by blockchain. And then we have the second P for the community-owned network, which is the people. And there are two types of people within a Veritas Vault community, and that is active people and passive. Okay, I'm going to share exactly what I mean by that. And then, of course, third is the pay plan, which is the triple daily pay. Now, this one right here is the game changer when, like people hear about this triple daily pay, they just really have to ask that question a second time. Wait, did you just say what I think you just said? And I'm going to go over that with you in a minute. So, again, we shared a story about Bitcoin and all the different cryptos that are out there. You may have missed that window of opportunity. But guess what? While Bitcoin opportunities pass, today there's new crypto coins launched every single minute. You just go to CoinMarketCap and you'll see it there. And smart contract offers something very new, very exciting. And that's what I'm going to talk about today. So the smart contract, what is it? It's a digital contract on the blockchain that execute automatically when conditions are met. So there's no intermediaries, there's no delays, no middle guy, just automated, transparent execution. And you could look at it simply as a, as a smart home, I guess. You could set it, your lights, doors, program the coffee maker. Once you set it, it works the same every single time. And a smart contract, basically the same thing. The initial programming is set and locked by the developers, and then it's unchangeable. So that's what's so beautiful with the smart contracts. So let's talk about the community ownership, because this community is a collective group of members from around the world. And the way it works is when you buy and stake the VVA token, you become an owner of the smart contract, and it's owned by we, the people, completely transparent and on the blockchain. And one of the things that really drives this is we, the people, again, the community, we help drive the token price and share in the profits. So we all safeguard our interests in Veritas Vault and the community, and that's what's so beautiful about this. And let's talk about the third pay, the pay plan. This pay plan right here is just a game changer. Triple daily rewards, up to 0.44% every 8 hours with auto compounding. When we've heard about compounding and daily compounding, but I want you to think for a second. Every 8 hours, up to 0.44% with auto compounding. That works up to be about 1.32%, 7 days a week, and that's 3 times a day. So this is how the staking works with Veritas Vault. So staking means you buy the VVA tokens, you hold them in your wallet without selling them. You can earn percentage rewards regularly just for holding the VVA tokens. And what's so beautiful about this platform is the flexibility. You can unstake and cash out what you need at any time while leaving the balance to continue to earn. So what do I mean by that? Well, let's say you have a bill to pay, it's $100, $200, whatever it may be. You take that bill, you divide it by the market price of the VVA. It'll tell you exactly how many tokens you need to unstake, pay your bill. We want you to pay your bill. And guess what? You want to leave the balance so it could continue earning up to that 0.44% every 8 hours, guys. Once you start experiencing this, it's a game changer. It's just a different experience. Now, there's no sponsoring needed to qualify to earn, right? You're just staking your VVAs, you're up to 0.44% every 8 hours without a compounding, and that's it. But I'll tell you what's going to happen. You're going to get so excited once you start to experience it. You're going to want to share it with everyone that you meet. So we do have a referral reward a program for everyone. It pays up to 12 levels, starting from 18% to 10% and in between. And this what we call a unilevel reward plan is very lucrative. Of course, as you share, you earn what we call rebase rewards. Each individual, for example, that you share it with, they're going to earn their rebase reward, right? Up to 0.44%. And then you earn a percentage of that depending on where they fall within the 12 levels. And it's very, very lucrative because you're earning VVA tokens, right? All your rebase rewards are in VVA tokens, and you take that times the market value. Very, very, very lucrative. And so one of the other parts I want to just talk about, is, where do you see yourself 6 months from now? We look at the market, we look at what's going on, missing, let's say, all the altcoins that were at very low price. Right now, you have the opportunity to acquire VVA at a very low price. We launched going on 3 months now at 38 cents compared to where it is now. It's an amazing opportunity. So if you're a guest with us, this is a great time to acquire the VVA token and start staking and earning that up to 0.44%. But, again, I don't have a crystal ball, right? None of us do. But when we think about, when you saw that slide about Bitcoin and, when we had the chance to acquire Bitcoin at a very low, I remember when it was 10 cents back in 2010. I watched it grow, through 2015 when it hit 300 and 1,000 and started going up from there. Okay. And many of us stood on the sidelines and, missed the opportunities. And here it is over 100,000. Well, actually it's under right now, but, about to hit 100 again. 6 months from now, I don't know where the VVA token will be, but we did see the charts that it going up and where it is, doubling, quadrupling. You don't want to wait for, a month from now when it doubles or quadruples and said, I could have, should have, and didn't. You want to seize the moment now. If you're new with us and you're thinking about actually staking more additional VVAs, this is your time to do that because, only you can answer your why. Only you have control of your future. And it starts with a decision. Okay. From the very beginning, as you see the community, I said why Veritas Vault is a vehicle to financial freedom to answer your why. And again, only you can answer it. You're in control. And for the ones who don't know, Veritas means truth in Latin. And most people have heard it said where, truth shall set you free, which is true. But the Latin truth in Veritas will set you financially free. See, so the first step to financial freedom is acquiring as much VVA tokens as you can afford. So as they go up in value, you gain. And you're getting up to 1.32% daily, which breaks down to 0.44% every single 8 hours out of compounding, guys. This is unbelievable. So your money is growing every day, right? And you're just one step closer to financial freedom with Veritas Vault. So, it's just an amazing opportunity. I'm going to stop share here for a moment here. So, again, you're in control, of your future, and where we are right now with Veritas is getting more exciting. Some very amazing announcements are coming up here from our founder, Nick Allen. But what I'd like to do is introduce this, our next speaker is just an amazing individual. He's a 7-figure earner, motivational speaker. He's a community servant. I love that name. He loves serving the community. He's built teams globally. I think every company he's been part of, he's cascaded to the top. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce Mr. Jay Johnson. Jay, I've heard so many great things about you, sir. I'm going to turn the mic over to you to just share your heart and share with the community here.
Hey, everybody. I'm super excited, guys. Do me a favor really quick. Drop some 777s in the comments for Dr. Steve, guy. He does a phenomenal presentation for us. He's a phenomenal leader himself. And I'm super excited that him and Belinda gave me a call today and asked me to share my testimonial with you guys with this phenomenal opportunity and just with this industry in general, guys. So, man, let me just go ahead and give you guys a really quick backstory about who I am and what got me into the industry. You know, in 2005, guys, I got arrested, you know, for selling drugs. I did 10 years in federal prison. You know, while I was in federal prison, guys, I lost the majority of my vision, you know, through a rare disease called sarcoidosis. I'm legally blind now. And but I got out in 2015, and you know, I found God while I was in prison. Got out in 2015, and I had to find a way to be able to take care of myself and the family at someday, right? So, you know, I got out, and my nephew was telling me, my sister was telling me about YouTube and Instagram, and go on there and start searching. Because, you know, in 2005, I went to prison with a flip phone and a pager. So I get out and there's an iPhone and there's YouTube and there's Instagram. So, you know, it was a shocker to me. But as I was doing the searching and I was looking, I started looking at network marketing. Then I seen Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, and I just jumped into the space and learned. And I jumped in the space not knowing what was on the other side. You know, the Bible says that faith is believing in things that you cannot see, guys. So I jumped into space, you know, made a crazy amount of money, right? And met my wife in the space, have a 2-year-old son now. And now we're here with this phenomenal opportunity. I've seen a lot of things. I've been in good opportunities. I've been in bad opportunities. But what I'm really excited about when it comes to Veritas Vault is, like Dr. Steve says about what the name means, it means truth. You know, a lot of times in the cryptocurrency space, that's what we don't see. We don't see the transparency of having phenomenal leaders like and owners like Nick just hopping on the calls, telling us the updates, showing their face. They're not hiding out in some camp in Cambodia, right? You don't know where they're at, right? They're just really, he's being transparent. We got Dr. Steve on here. We got really have true leaders leading with their heart, really wanting to help people in these times to get financially free. You know, I was talking to a friend. I said, right now, I believe that God is raising up Josephs. And if you don't know what Joseph did, you know, his brother sold him into slavery. And man, what happened? That by his brother selling him into slavery, that same brothers that sold him to slavery, God used that situation to save his family and a whole nation. And I truly believe at this time, with this opportunity, he's literally raising up Josephs right now so that we can help people get to be able to pay their bills, get financially free, to be able to put food on the table, right? To be able to send their kids to college and, you know, to be able to create a legacy for their family, because the Bible says we want to leave an inheritance to our children's children, guys. And so for me, you know, being legally blind, not being able to work, I'm very passionate about that, because I know there's people out there that might not be able to work. There's people out there who are working 2 or 3 jobs and they want to have that time freedom, you know. So I truly believe that you're in the right place at the right time. When I jumped into the opportunity, you know, I jumped in and I was like, you know, checking out. But when I start seeing my account grow, right, I start looking and I said, am I really getting paid 3 times a day? And then I start sharing and I'm saying, am I really getting paid 30 times a day? And I kept looking, I said, am I really getting paid 60 times a day? Right? So I'm like, where is this going? And then next thing you know, I seen the coin drop, right? And the first thing, you know, a lot of times people want to do is that devil hits you in the face and says, man, is this really real? But immediately I said, you know what? I jumped right in, bought the dip at 72 cents, bought a bunch of coins, and boom, it bounced back overnight, guys, to like $1.25, right? Because we might not see the outcome, but that's the part of faith, guys. The real growth, the real outcome, the real life-changing income is going to come in believing in something that you can't see, right? And I know it's hard to do that, but if you trust in God, guys, you know, Proverbs 3, 5, and 6, trust in the Lord with all thy heart, lean not upon their own understanding, and he will direct your paths, you know. And, you know, I got blessed to see this opportunity by my phenomenal sponsor, Queen D, who introduced me to Belinda. And when I just seen her heart and her love for the Lord, I knew without a doubt I was in the right place. And she's a very prophetic woman. And I really appreciate, you know, her inviting me to do this testimonial, guys. So guys, don't give up. Don't lose faith. I'm about to cut it short. But man, I appreciate Dr. Steve and Belinda and everyone giving me opportunity to share my testimonial. And back to you, Dr. Steve.
Oh, thank you, Jay, for sharing that with us, man. So proud of you and so great to hear. I mean, overcoming, we all overcome, certain situation and circumstances in life. Appreciate you sharing that with us. All right, so what we'd like to do now, we're going to go ahead and bring on Mr. Nick Allen, our founder and lead developer, to just give us an update. So, Mr. Nick, I am going to turn the mic over to you. Let's see here.
Hey.
There we go. Hey, there you
Hey,
are.
how
Awesome.
you doing? Oh my gosh, guys. Yeah, lots to discuss today. So if I look this way, I'm just checking my notes because I didn't want to forget anything on this update call. The one on Thursday was phenomenal. I did really feel the energy that was coming off of that, and I just want to say thank you all. Thank you all for not selling the token this weekend. That's been a pattern, and I'm going to get back around to it, but. Okay. And it's good to see the uptick today on that as well. And I anticipate, and again, I'm not a financial advisor, not making income claims, yada, 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 but we're going to get this coin up by $2 before the end of the month. Is my, how should I say this without stepping in a puddle? Things are going really good, guys. Really good, guys. Okay, so let me just hit the hot points, and then I'll come back around and share some of my personal thoughts about our community. I want you guys to be proud. I mean, we really have built a really deep community. Here we got 325 people on the call. That's pretty consistent. We've got over, close to 8,000 token holders right now. The staking is strong. The rebase rewards are strong. And regardless of, what your background is, what your education is, what your social status is, this is a place for everyone. I mean, that was the original dream. That was the original mission. Okay. So, whether you're a millionaire, we got plenty of those, whether you build organizations of 100,000 people, whether this is your first crypto ride, whether you're in Nigeria or you're in, let's say Cambodia, there is a space for you here. And every day I'm thinking about this as a unit, right? Not an individual person deal. And certainly not for myself. Certainly not for myself. Anyway, thank you all. So I was many of you know I was in Manila last week, most of the week. I got there on Wednesday, got back on Saturday afternoon, and it just, oh man, I don't even think I can put the words together. It blew my mind. I was already happy, and I was already excited about the credit card deal and some of these other deals that they were coming together. Man, to get out of town, okay, to meet with a gentleman I'll probably bring on here in a moment, and the phone calls, the conference calls, the consulting, the people that I met on that trip, a very, very short trip. It literally just shifted things in my mind. And I believe as we move forward and I share some of the newer developments, you're going to really understand that we have turned the corner, guys. Okay, we are out of the woods. Everything is clear sailing. And I wish I could tell you right now what I already know, but the credit card thing is the crypto debit card thing is phenomenal. We've already started, we're starting that process. They're giving me a deadline date of like around mid-December for full implementation. So more information on that will be coming out. But as I look at these new opportunities, if you can believe this, okay, just look in my eyes, if you can believe this, the opportunities that are coming behind this are even bigger, and it's already a blessing to have that debit card that no one else, really has or can get. So moving on here, the 6-week action blitz, full steam ahead. I just posted something before the call in Telegram, so if you're so inclined, read that post. But essentially, it explains the why. But we overpaid like 8 people, right? 8 people that shouldn't have got paid who paid anyway because of the mistake. But everybody that was in it is good, and that's been corrected. So take advantage of this. It's only going to be 6 weeks. We're giving away 90,000 VVA, which has a value now of over 100,000. just for doing what you'd probably be doing anyway, which is to share with people that you care about and continue, building your organization so that you can not only get rewarded every 8 hours, but also get a little piece of all the people that you decide to share this opportunity with. So keep on jamming with that, guys. The Leadership Council, okay? I'm extraordinarily excited about that. Most of the participants are already in the group. By tomorrow, I will basically do a quick little audit on that, make sure that all the people that were invited are in there, and we're gonna really get to work tomorrow. Okay, so when I say work, I mean fun work, synergy work, and it's like I said, the people that I selected. Let me just start there. Are not the end of the Leadership Council, right? It was just the people that I know, are super excited about the project, have shown their enthusiasm. They're not all, what would generally be considered big leaders. I was looking for people with passion, people who already expressed their love and support for the other members of the community. So now what we have to do as a team is to actually share. And as we share and everybody gets into agreement and alignment, then we can start building bigger, faster, harder. We have the resources, right? We're doing fine. We're totally solvent. Everything's cool. But this group is going to be super dynamic. Or at least that's my hope. And another good thing about the group is that I'm going to be doing Zoom calls with you guys and probably messaging with you regularly, so I can talk. On these calls, I don't usually answer questions, and really get into the nitty gritty. So those that are invited or that were invited and may not have, shown their acceptance of that, that's what we're going for there. The other thing, super excited, I know I mentioned this before, is on Thursday, I mentioned to you, especially the top token holders, okay, that we were going to reward you, all right, for not selling out your token, not looking at this as like some token flip deal, because we need you. And also, there was a lot of assets, all right, that were thrown, a lot of resources that were thrown, not only from the Leadership Council, but from the other people that have come in since then. And we want to make you happy, right? We want everybody to win. And that's actually happening. I can literally say, and if I'm mistaken, excuse me, guys, if I can literally say this, I would literally step out and say everybody who is in VBA is winning. I would literally say that. Particularly when I look at the numbers and what we've done so far. I mean, millions and millions of dollars, all right, have flown through this. And as we're all aware of, these dips that we've had, right, have it hasn't really hurt us, but we would look like superstars if the token price was $5, $6, $7, right? And when we get to the credit card, when we get to these other opportunities that are going to blow your mind, right, you're going to be very, very happy that you held on to these tokens. So what I'm trying to do, and what you will learn about very, very soon, is that if you just sit tight, right, it's in November now, right? Just sit tight with your tokens. I'm going to be rewarding you for that. I'm going to be launching that this week. The program will be fully complete. I don't want to give a lot of details and numbers on that right now, because if I do, everybody's gonna be like, oh, well, when, how, and can I get in, and all these other great things. So it's sweet is the short story. But the place I am with that right now, just so that you guys can kind of set your expectations, is now that I know what the reward is going to be, now that the program is going to be done by this afternoon, I need to figure out or implement how to manage that. Right. So how do you get in? How do we identify you? And then how do we get those rewards distributed to you? So that's top of mind today. So just please sit tight, guys. Okay. I sent out the it's posted in Telegram, but you'll see the actual top. I think it's 150 token holders in there. So we will be communicating back with you on that. Also, let's see here. It's customer service. So I hope they've been taking very good care of you. It's been about, I'd say, about 5-6 days in with that team. It does run 24 hours a day, so I hope that's helpful to some of you guys like in France and South Africa and out here in Asia. So I'm going to continue to work with them now that I'm back in town. And I actually added a little add-on to that service, which is an AI model bot. So between the team and myself, we'll be loading and training that AI to answer some of the more deeper questions, like, how do I claim, how does the rewards plan work? And you'll be able to engage with that in a real way, as well as the rest of the team. And we've gotten to the point, we've grown so big. I know initially it was like a necessity for you to email me at my, email address and or hit me up on Telegram. But it's just, like I said, I want to start moving it into a more organized fashion with this customer service team. And they'll have obviously direct access to me to answer your questions. So don't feel shy about taking advantage of that. And if they can't get an answer, they'll certainly be providing that to you. Another thing that I'm super relieved of is I finally found a virtual assistant for me. Okay. So they'll be, she had her final interview yesterday. She'll be starting on Monday. And the way I'm kind of imagining in my head here is that when I'm typically available like nighttime for you guys, but she'll be operating when I'm not. So she'll be accessible during the daytime, out there in the West. And she'll be basically my right hand. Okay. So she'll be, expediting customer services issues to me, helping me manage some of these projects that we're working on, and really allowing me, to stay more focused in on, operations, content, and development. So I think you guys are really going to like her when you get to meet her. Let's see. Oh, also the staking page. Some of you have already seen we added the new calculator that shows you not only what your potential rewards could be by an amount, but actually as you start to build deeper in your organization. So I hope that's going to be super helpful for you. And you'll see, again, as we move forward, the little things, is where my mind is now, as well as the big things. So enhancing the website, making things easier, continuing to work with the marketing development team on some really, phenomenal material. As some of you have seen, we're updating the brand logo and all that good stuff. So a lot is going to be coming over the next couple of weeks. And the actual, and I know I've been talking about this for weeks, but I think it's appropriate now. By this time next week, okay, I'll have the programming done for the actual DAO voting, where I can just push a proposal, let you guys vote based on staking. I mentioned that several times. So the setup on that is like halfway done. So I'm just going to make sure, now that I'm in a focused, centered state here, is to go ahead and push that out. So that's going to be super cool. And a lot of the proposals, if not all of the, no, not a lot, all of the proposals, all right, will be generated from this initial leadership council. So that we'll get it won't just be me like, hey, do you want to do X, Y, Z? It'll be, hey, we've talked about it. We've discussed the, potential upsides, downsides, and this is what we're thinking. And then we'll start managing things that way. Between now and then, if necessary, and particularly with this reward plan, I kid you not, man, it's gonna blow your mind. Okay, I'm being super generous and super kind. And in return, all I'm asking is that you guys get with the community, right? And hold on to these tokens, right? And then see where we go. And for that, like I said, there's a dynamic reward in store for you. Also the marketing website. Oh, and by the way, on the calculator, on the staking page, I have to give props out to Barry. He developed that on his own, like very early on. And, we've finally got the fresh air to actually put it on the website. So again, I'm very happy with that. And I hope it helps you to, potentially better explain, the community to those that you want to refer. The marketing site, okay, that's already been laid out. I've been mentioning that for about a week or so too. We should have that done by the end of next week. It's completely free. But what I'm trying to do is we have the app right now. So the marketing site is going to have, all of the videos, plus you're going to see some new videos. I saw a rough draft of a brand new, sizzle video that's coming out. some written documentation. So it'll all be there on a one-page landing page. You can share it with people. And then when they click through, the integration is going to make sure that your wallet address, is properly assigned to the app. So you don't have to worry about just giving out your link. You can give out the website, and then that will, enhance sharing via link. So yeah, that's it, man. So much is going on here. Again, I want to thank you for your participation, your trust, your love on what we're building here. And, it is for you. And it's hard for me to think there's so much going on here. We're going to win. We're going to win, guys. Okay. I mean, everything, I've got 24 years, in this industry, network marketing plus my skill sets. And I know this is a success story in the making, guys. So thank you for holding strong. Thank you for all of you. I mean, I get so many kind words. It's crazy. I mean, you guys just, I really do feel it. I feel it. And I hope you feel it coming from me too. Okay. Because I'm responsible for getting you guys where your whys are. So having said that, I just want to, I'll have you wrap up the call here, Dr. Steve. But I want to bring on a very dear friend of mine who was actually in Manila with me. He was, one of the main reasons I went out there, because he's a facilitator. All right. This man, I mean, he was just a magnet. It's crazy. So I want to introduce VBA team, David Bass, and just share a little bit about, we don't have to make it a whole story, just share your feelings on our remarkable business.
All right. Thank you, Nick. Great info, great news, some bigger news coming up. And I mentioned last Thursday, everything happens for a reason. From the time I married the Filipino sweetheart to come to the Philippines last year, coming in May, and then meeting a businessman here in the Philippines last May, going to Bangkok, temporary little health challenge. You got through that. And then last week we went down to Manila and met Nick, and we just had some private one-on-ones, discussed things. And somebody just asked, well, how can you get that card so soon? Well, keep in mind, there's been about 8 or 10 interviews, and we're going to have one of the best crypto fiat cards, no KYC, some KYC. It's going to be phenomenal. It's going to help us. Someone else, another company got a similar card, or very, very similar, and their tokens really went up sky high once it was implemented. Hopefully that'll be implemented sometime soon. But again, without revealing anything in particular, met this businessman in May. And then I met with him a week ago, and met with him again yesterday. Have introduced him to some of our consultants, and we're vetting out and looking at a business project. I'll just put it that way. That could be just phenomenal. It could be the game changer. It could be Veritas Vault's already a great, phenomenal story. And all these things happen for a reason. We are where we are now because we chose to be there. But we may have some really big news in the very near future besides the debit card. So that's it. Back to you, Dick.
Thank you, David. Thank you. Yeah, and it's so weird. It's like, and what we do here, right? It's always like, the next big thing, and you hear like, oh, we got this coming. But this is real. I mean, this is like, it's like done deal type stuff, right? This is not pie in the sky. And the deal that David, how you get, it's like Christmas, right? And you're like, you see your present sitting there under the tree, right? But you got to wait, 3 or 4 days before you can open it. And it's like every time you come down the stairs, you're like, oh, you can't wait. It's that kind of pop, right? The present is already there. All we have to do is like when we get a little bit into the future, we can open it up. And the deal we're alluding to is actually, it's a multi-billion dollar thing. And it's so unique and it's so out of the box. And it's already, a tested successful model. So again, I don't want to, I don't want to like over, excite, but yeah, it gives me, like chills. All right, just thinking about it. And the relationships are strong because it's like an aligned thing. But again, let me step away from what could be into what is. So we got the Leadership Council. Give me a couple more days, guys, and definitely by Thursday, definitely on the Thursday update call, you'll know what the rewards are going to be, and we'll have a process to get you onboarded for those, for your commitment, continued commitment with supporting the token and not selling out and not, you know what I mean? Because believe people, I mean, have made a lot of money already, right? And I did that originally intentionally because I wanted to show trust on this end, particularly, from day one in the first weeks or so. But like I said, people do what they do, right? And I'm not, I'm not mad or anything about that. But now I'm going to give you a reason, okay? So that's coming soon. Like I said, customer service, new calculator, website enhancements, the leadership council. Like I said, when I'm not available, I'll have a right hand to help assist with that. With Action Blitz, right? You guys got all week, right? And there's a big pot there, 15,000 BBA waiting for you. And we're just gonna pound through it. We're gonna pound through it. So thank you guys. I'll let you go on that, and looking forward again for Thursday. If anything else, like I said, I'll watch Telegram and some of the moves that we're making there too. I do want to migrate, into our brand new channel, where I could just post stuff and some of the appropriate other people can post stuff and you just read it, right? And you don't have to zip through, all the comments and things there. But I do appreciate you. I know you all know that. And just have a beautiful, beautiful night and rest of the week, and stay engaged. And Dr. Steve, you can go ahead and close it out from there. Okay.
Awesome. Thank you, Nick, for that amazing update. Wow. It's always, when you get these updates, there's always another level of excitement and anticipation of what's next, right? And what's coming on the horizon. And like you heard, Thursday, we have a follow-up to this update. We do have these webinars Monday through Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so you definitely don't want to miss. Utilize it as a tool. It's here. Bring your guests. Let us share the Veritas Vault amazing opportunity with your prospects. And for all our founders and all our leaders and all our new members, we just want to say a big thank you and a big welcome. It's always great to see the community grow as it is around the world right now. So with that, you guys continue to be blessed and highly favored. And we will see you tomorrow at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay, bye for now.